What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kids Move, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be discussing some monitors. Xbox put out a blog post because there are going to be some monitors that are be coming up with the special badge designed for Xbox. If you guys aren't familiar with that badge, that's something you typically see on when you walk into GameStop or you walk into Best Buy. You're looking for some headsets. Maybe you're not looking for Xbox first party headsets. There's third party people that makes headsets for Xbox, and you'll see that you could tell, oh, this is for Xbox. They'll have the big green design for Xbox badge on it. You'll see that on the controllers. You'll see that on the Xbox Series X and S storage expansion card for the expandable SSD. And now we're gonna be seeing this on some HDMI 2.1 monitors that are coming out this summer. And I'll tell you guys now, this is, obviously I've been talking a lot about HDMI 2.1 monitors or just finding one. I finally got my hands on the Asus Gigabyte one. It was the first one from this brand. 43 inches, fairly big, but it is one of the first HDMI 2.1 monitors. I've yet to do a review on it. We'll be doing one fairly soon with Dopest J of Planet Xbox. He has the LG HDMI 2.1 monitor, which also just recently came out, I think earlier this month. So they are starting to make the rounds, but Xbox has partnered with three different brands for three specific gaming monitors, that HDMI 2.1 gaming monitors for Xbox, that they're going to be putting the Xbox badge on there, and these are going to be sold as advertised for Xbox monitors, and they're going to be the HDMI 2.1 monitors. If you're in the market for a monitor that's capable of 4K resolution at 120 frames, you want yourself an HDMI 2.1 or an LG CX. So let's see what we got here. Now, like I said, they've said the first paragraph in this blog post is them highlighting the devices that they have done that you typically would see this badge for, but it does say here, few devices in gaming are as important as your display, and we know with a new console generation comes unparalleled fidelity in your gaming experience. With the amazing visual capabilities of the Xbox Series X and S and new display features to consider like HDR, 4K at 120 Hz, and variable refresh rates or VRR, we want to help Xbox fans find the ideal monitor for your preferred gaming experience. While the options available may seem endless and at times even downright confusing, the Design for Xbox team has got your back. Today is the first time we're announcing gaming monitors from our licensed partners, and we'll join the Design for Xbox program. We work closely with the leading display manufacturers, including Philips, Asus, and Acer, over the last 2 years to prepare these products to take full advantage of the Xbox Series X and S and HDMI 2.1. Whether you are looking to purchase a new monitor for gaming on PC or Xbox Series X and S, our new Design for Xbox monitors will be available this summer. Now let's see what they're talking about, because HDMI 2.0 monitors, while great, are super expensive, and a lot of these monitors come in a ridiculous size where you kind of you could just ask yourself, do I want an oversized monitor or do I want a TV? And at this point, the first monitor you're going to be talking about is the Philips Momentum, which is 55 inches. This is a 4K monitor, HDMI 2.1 monitor at 55 inches. It comes with a built-in sound bar, so that's definitely a part of that price. And it's expected to be out this summer, and the price is $1,599. That's $1,600 for a 55-inch monitor. I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's great. We can read off the features. It says the Philips Momentum supports 4K resolution at 120 Hz, powered by AMD FreeSync Premium Pro technology to reduce screen tearing. It also introduces a new dedicated Xbox Picture Mode. Players can enjoy high contrast HDR with VESA certified display HDR 1000, offering local dimming and peak luminance more than 3 times that mid-grade displays on the market. The Philips Momentum 559 M1RY V55 will be available worldwide for $15.99 USD starting this summer, along with other future products as we look to expand the Xbox licensed monitor ecosystem with the team at Philips. Now, I haven't heard from Philips in a long time. I know they used to make TVs, and I didn't know they make monitors, but you could tell they make TVs because this monitor is damn near a TV. It's 55 inches. Sounds intriguing. It sounds intriguing, but this is not something you will put on your desk. It is not. this monitor that's in front of me right now is 43 inches. I finally got used to the size, but and right next to me is a 55-inch LG. Dude, if this was the thing that's intriguing about this is the Xbox picture mode. I'm curious about that because that means they tailor made those settings to get the best possible picture quality if when you're playing on the Xbox. So that's what makes this thing, but that would be an expensive purchase for a picture mode. But outside of the Xbox picture mode, the monitor I currently have now has everything this Philips monitor has, which is the HDR 1000, 4K at 120 hertz, AMD FreeSync premium. It has VRR, of course. The only thing this monitor is missing is pretty much Dolby Vision, which my TV has, and this obviously doesn't have Dolby Vision. So when you ask yourself if you're gonna buy a monitor of that magnitude, I mean, you're better off at that point. You're better off getting just the OLED TV because you'll find one on sale for slightly cheaper than that, and you can get it probably at a bigger size, and you're getting Dolby Vision. The thing that makes this Philips Momentum monitor good is the Xbox mode. I'm curious to see what that looks like, and that it does come with the built-in soundbar. But to me, for a monitor, and I prefer gaming monitors, gaming on a monitor, it's just too big. It's not an ideal. You would be pretty much using the monitor as a television at that point, or hopefully you got a decent sized game room and you don't have to sit up and close, and it can sit on like a stand or something, and not a desk. But to me, it's just too big and too expensive to my liking. But I am curious about that Xbox mode. The Asus Strix Xbox Edition gaming monitor. Now, this is something pretty much close to what I have now. Remember that monitor that I had? I bought a monitor from J-Dub. It was the same brand, but it was an HDMI 2.0 monitor. It was a top of the line monitor. Cost a whole lot of money. But my beef with that monitor is it did not support 120 frames over it did not support 120 hertz over HDMI. So it was bad enough I couldn't get the 4K, at 120, which is fine. It's like, all right, 4K 60 HDR, whatever. It's a good monitor. But when it came to 120 hertz, I had to limit the monitor to 1080p. So I wasn't satisfied with that monitor. So now this is the upgraded version. This is the HDMI 2.1 version of this, and I expect this to be just as expensive, honestly. And this one is 43 inches. So this is pretty much on par with the size I currently have right now. So the HDMI 2.1 monitors are coming in fairly big, 43 inches. So he says, our friends at the Republic of Gamers have been hard at work on a new monitor for the Xbox fans. The Asus ROG Strix Xbox Edition comes in at 43 inches, delivering 4K UHD visuals and a 1 millisecond moving picture response time, MPRT. Super fast gaming on a big screen. Co-developed with the design for Xbox team, Asus has created the Xbox mode for best color. Oh, so again, what makes this monitor attractive for Xbox gamers is this Xbox mode. So when you're getting this mode, this is the mode that would be the best fit, best settings for your monitor. And this is you could probably tweak the settings on your current monitor to match that stuff, especially with the current HDMI 2.1 monitors that's out here that doesn't have quite an Xbox mode. I'm pretty sure you can get an Xbox mode by tweaking settings to a certain degree. But I'm a lazy dude, so that's why this is intriguing to me. But it has all the same features as the previous monitor we just read. He said this monitor also features AMD FreeSync Premium Pro technology, putting an end to the choppy gameplay, replacing it with super smooth native 4K at 120 Hz gaming via HDMI 2.1. Plus, it offers a 90% DCI P3 color gamut and a display HDR 1000 certification, ensuring quality visuals at true-to-life colors. The Asus ROG Strix Xbox Edition will be available October, just in time for Halo Infinite. And the price may vary by regions, but please contact your local stores. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. The 28 inches last gen version of this monitor was $2,000. I expect this monitor, because that's the reason why they didn't give you price. If they weren't afraid to write $15.99 on the 55-inch monitor, expect this 43-inch monitor to be more than that by another $500. So I'm going with, it's going to be another $19.99 monitor. That would be something, honestly, I would have to pass on, even though it's a good brand. Like I said, when you consider the size, the cost, I'm just not a fan of it. The Acer Xbox Edition. Now, this is something I can probably rock with, and it depends on the price. So right now, I'm still in the market for HDMI 2.1 monitor. I'm not in a rush. I got one. I got a very capable one. I do eventually plan on replacing these monitors with HDMI 2.1s, and preferably 27 or 28 inches. Maybe get an LG, maybe get an Acer, or maybe get two of these Acers here. So let's see what this Acer is doing. We know it's going to have the Xbox mode, and they're labeled Xbox Edition. So the Acer 28-inch Acer Xbox Edition gaming monitor supports 4K 120 Hz and HDMI 2.1. Pushing next generation gameplay to its limits on the Xbox Series X and S. It has a low 1 millisecond response time and ensures high color accuracy, while the VESA display HDR 400. Now the HDR on here is on the lower end, so it's not going to be as costly. Obviously, it is also a smaller monitor. Provides a great contrast between dark and light shades. Like other monitors entering the program, this display comes from AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. Expect all HDMI 2.1 monitors to have some sort of AMD FreeSync support in it in VR. So it says equipped with Acer Vision Care 3.0, the Acer Xbox Edition gaming monitor is among the first monitors to be TUV eye-safe certified, reducing strain on gamers' eyes as they dive into their gaming adventures. For those interested in PC gaming or a more robust technical setup, this model has a built-in KVM switch, enabling easy switching between multiple PCs without having to change the monitor, keyboard, and mouse setup. It says the 28-inch Acer Xbox Edition gaming monitor will be $949 USD and available this fall. That is super expensive, guys. Just giving you guys up. That's the smallest monitor on this list, and it's the cheapest monitor on this list. Now, once again, the monitor I have is the Aorus Gigabyte, the first 4K HDMI 2.1 monitor that I was able to get. It was about $1,100. The LG HDMI 2.1 monitor that my boy Dope Boy got, I think was $899, so just around $900. So that is currently the cheapest HDMI 2.1 monitor. So if you guys are going through this list and you clicked on this article, you're like, just because it got Xbox branded, they're expensive via brand. No, it's the HDMI. All the HDMI 2.1 monitors are super expensive. They're going to be that way for the next, probably year or so. That's just been the common thing. The least expensive one is $900. So they're fairly costly. And you have a choice to make. If you like gaming on the monitor, there's some awesome choices here. Obviously, depending on how you play, I think Acer and LG have better options. I think the LG would be the best option for the price and for what it's the feature set of the LG monitor. I did go with the larger monitor setup, and it looks pretty fine. It likes the monitor I have, which is the Aorus. I think I'm saying it wrong. It's the first time I owned a monitor from this brand, Aorus, or you may know them by Gigabyte or Gigabit. It is the features of this monitor is more in line with the first two monitors, with the Asus and with the Philips. They have literally the same feature set. The same. There's not one thing missing. Now, when you consider the Asus, the Aorus Gigabyte, and the Philips, at that point you're in the price range and the size range of an OLED, an LG OLED, and at that point I would probably lean towards an LG OLED because it's other than gaming, you get benefits of movie watching and just regular TV, but in terms of gaming, you do get some added features that's just not available on these monitors. You've got Dolby Vision, which the Xbox Series is the only console to take advantage of that, and that's pretty much going live this year. It's already in beta with select games on the console, and LG itself is working on an update, firmware update to update the Dolby Vision to do Dolby Vision at 120 hertz to have that capability. So once that goes live, the only way you're gonna be able to experience Dolby Vision at those frame rates is gonna be on an OLED, an LG OLED, a latest version of the LG OLED. So these are some great options for those who are interested in gaming on a monitor. But like I said, a lot of those options do have, like, the sizes are just too big to the point where I would recommend an LG OLED. Unless if you want to keep things to 27, 28 inches, Acer, LG both have options, similar prices, but the LG is going to give you $50 less and a better overall experience. So let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Are you interested in these Xbox monitors? And or do you even game on a game on monitor? And how do you feel about Xbox diving into the monitor scene? It looks like this Xbox, like I said, I'm not a PC guy, but you know, my Xbox is the closest thing to a PC, to a gaming PC. It's actually much better than my gaming PC. But that's the video. Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I'm out of here. Peace.